first down carry here for Charles. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
But you got to get situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Ballard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
They'll drop to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Mason Foster in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a third and long here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Let's go. Green.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A give to the fullback on the dive. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Here we go.
Back to throw. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Ravens have got it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Here we go. 1, 9, 10.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Come on, let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Here we go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38. Flex round. Flex round.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Ohio. Let's go. 1, 9, 10.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
And a short gain here down to the 22. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
They begin the drive with Charles. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Let's go.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
No, Jack, Patriot. Green, 39.
On first down, it's Charles again. Jamal Charles, nobody in front. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jamal Charles, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Come on, let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. The intended receiver, Josh Reynolds. And that'll bring up second down.
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw here. Austin's got it left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Rams on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Come on, let's go. 38.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona, and the 49ers are out to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Rams on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38.
They'll look to throw here. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to get with the football?
He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reynolds. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Red zone opportunity.
Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
That's one of the better.
Just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Macklin, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's got room. Good move by Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Gurley again here on first down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now a handoff for Gurley. Room here to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half, of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage,
they run once more with McKinnon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
this drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On first and goal, Gurley. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Another try on second down with Gurley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. And this offense on third down today, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. They're looking at a third and goal here. Now receiver in motion left. Third and goal now. Ball on the 5. They run it with McKinnon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll set up to throw. And the Rams Rams got him. They bring him down. Mason Foster in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Caught left side, Gilmore. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
And now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Too much. Down he goes.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
An update now from Northern California, up in Oakland. Raiders continuing to game goes along here. That's taken on the 25. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now here come the Ravens. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Again, it's Charles. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield, spilling everything.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. A toss play. Here comes Charles. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a handoff. This is Charles. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Michael Brockers coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Muscling free near the 40. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now Jamal Charles, might be in some pain here, remaining down on the ground. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 2nd down, offense behind the sticks here, 2nd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now a carry here for Terrence West. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. He'll drop to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. 7 yards on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence. And then
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The decision to go for it on fourth has worked out twice on this drive already. Here we go again on fourth down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got to... And the ball is knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Austin. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like a turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On the counter, Gurley. And an alley to run. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1 and 2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Able to slither by. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Now, that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche, and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for L.A., they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one. To 0-3. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.
You